guys, this is Toyota Alphard 2004, and I'm going to be replacing the brake rotor, the disc. So basically I'm going to need some of these tools. The vehicle is already jacked up. I'm going to remove this. As you can see, the brake rotor is really gone. Not just about rust, but it's totally bad here. I have replaced the other side, that is the rear side, and as you can see, this one is now having a new one. This was done yesterday, so I'm just gonna show you the full process on how this is gonna be done, and I'll keep you posted. Right now I'm gonna put something here because there's no way I can hang or hook up the brake caliper, so I'm gonna put something here which I'm gonna show you later on, and I'm gonna put some strings to hold the brake caliper. Stay tuned. Alright folks, here's where I am right now. As you can see, the rotor is badly damaged. I put some hook there to hold this. Once I remove it, I'm gonna hook this one right there using this. Alright guys, status update. As you can see, I've hung the caliper. Everything is intact. The brake pad is still in there, but I'm trying to do it. I'm doing this safely, just to make sure it doesn't drop and destroy the holes here. Now this is where it becomes really hard, because on the other side it was really very difficult to get this rotor out because of the brake drum, the rear brake drum at the back. Probably that would be the drum, but that would be for the handbrake. So I'm gonna be using this. Don't use hammer. I tried to use this yesterday, but eventually I figured out that I needed to use this one to bring it out. Okay, you can put WD-40 on the side, but I don't think it really matters. Just use the screws. Okay. So I use this. I'm gonna put WD-40 in here, and then you do it here and on the bottom side. Just try to do it one after the other. I'm going to show you this process. This is exactly what I want to share with you, because I don't want it to run into the danger of destroying the brake drum at the back of it, because this plate, this side, is already holding down very tight to the handbrake. So I'm going to get started now. Guys, from this side, just from the rear of the rotor, you may need to apply WD-40 just somewhere here. I'm using my second phone. Yeah, I think it's a bit clearer. Just right here inside, find a way to apply WD-40 to penetrate it a little bit, and then as you're doing it, you need to rotate your brake, the rotor, and keep on applying the WD-40, and whatever it can penetrate, it will help to loosen the grip in between the brake drum and this rotor. This is very important, guys. It's probably one of the most important part of this. So I'm gonna begin to add WD-40 here. And then you rotate it. You add some more. Now you really have to do this. I cannot overemphasize this enough. Rotate it, and I'll add some more. This is really going to help to ease the separation. I didn't do that to the other side yesterday, so it was really hard, but that was a learning curve for me. I'll rotate it, as I'm doing it, I can even feel that it's getting less friction. So you really have to do this. Now I hope that will penetrate deep enough to reduce the grip. So I'm gonna go on the other side now. Now I've added this, and I'm gonna be using this to screw it in, and this will push the hub, this hub at the back. I'll be screwing this up. You need to use this and then use your impact wrench to do the work. You do it one at a time until you can feel like it's coming out. It's gonna detach from the side. Alright guys, so I've managed to crack it open, but you see it still wouldn't come out easily. So now I'm still gonna go to the back, add more WD-40 to loosen the grip in between this rotor and the drum brake at the back of it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Sorry, I'm doing this alone, so I have to pause the camera. Alright, so now after adding WD-40, I'm able to use my hand to just pry this out much easily than without adding any WD-40. So I added right here. Let me see if I can get a look more close. So right here, so you put it in on top of the brake drum right there. So let me see if I can add some more, just to, so I did it from the top so that I can go on the other side as well, just right in that corner. This is just extremely important. It's the most important part of it for you to be able to get this rotor out. Now, just to show you, as you can see, the effect of the WD-40, and just right around here. I'm not sure if this is very clear, but as you can see, the WD-40 kind of help to reduce the grip. Yesterday, this got broken because I was using sledgehammer, and I had to fix it back. Just one of them got broken, and now this one was quite easy to just separate and get it replaced. Look at it, WD-40. I'm not sure if this is clear enough for you guys, but I try to get as much picture, and that's it. There you go. You can see WD-40. That helps to loosen the grip. You really have to do this. Basically, after this, your job is done. Apply WD-40. Probably apply anti-seize if you want. Clean this part up, and then you just couple everything back, replacing with the new one. So basically, I'm just gonna do a little bit of cleaning, add anti-seize, and job done. So that's just about it. The red replacement. Once this is pulled out, job is done. It's easy to get through. Thank you guys. Alright guys, job done. The caliper is back, and I just need to couple the tire now. So that's how to replace the rotor for Toyota Alphard. Remember, do not use sledgehammer. Just use these two holes here. They are there for a reason. And then when you're trying to remove it, make sure you're applying WD-40 from the rear so that it can detach easily. Take care.